what's going on out here. But I'm sure many have seen it because it's been very popular online here in the past week or so. Well, we got Jim Carey out here looking crazy. Something going on with his face. It obviously looks like he has some work done. That's what it looks like. He had some award show. He was there receiving something, I think. And he's looking wild. His shit's all pulled back, right? Which is unfortunate. And I'm going to tell you why. Most fucking people in Hollywood, get some work done because, that their face is their job. And they feel they need to, whatever. But see, Jim Carrey's always been he's always made fun of the vain people in Hollywood. Especially, last handful of years. Vanity, he would poke fun at them for it, and he wasn't vain at all, nor did he like the public eye, so on and so forth. And then he pops out. He pops out with his shit pulled back tight, smooth, eyes up, okay, eyes up, everything's up. He don't look like himself, looking crazy. Everybody's saying he's a clone or some shit like that, but. My problem is, besides the fact that he let me down, my problem is, why do we feel the need to do this? We fucking age. That's what we're supposed to do. We are supposed to age. And when you get older, you're supposed to look older. You're not supposed to be 99, but look like you're 15. In what world is that okay? We are supposed to age. Stop worrying about this. That's the wrong things in life. We are supposed to age. Another thing. Aside from that, I love watching a woman who is embracing herself getting older. Things are dropping. Things not as tight anymore, but she's embracing. I love that shit. That's why I'm at. I love that shit. You ain't never not fine. But I had a conversation with a coworker here recently, and I happened to see something, and it made me think about it. And I haven't heard it talked about a lot recently, but I don't know if it's still a thing. You have to tell me. But if thigh gap, okay, thigh gap, you remember that? Where the females wanted a little gap in between their thighs, or right here, right here and shit, like they want, whatever. And there was even surgeries to create a thigh, the contour of the legs, to make a little bit of gap right there, just so they can say they have thigh gap. I'm gonna tell you what, boss. If you got a gap in between your thighs, no thank you. We ain't talking. You can take a gap on somewhere else. I don't want no gap. I want zero gap in between your thighs. I want to hear you coming down the hallway. I want thighs just rubbing together. You know what I'm saying? Zero gap. We just focused on the wrong things. Everyone's just trying to be something they not. Or they trying to be what society tells them they should be, trying to be beautiful forever. And the thing of it is, you are beautiful forever. No matter what. You just get older and you're supposed to. Your body changes. It's supposed to. We're not all going to stay the same. There's no need to want to leave a good looking corpse. I'm just saying. It's the craziest thing to see these people out here, and but Jim Carrey let me down. Jim Carrey really let me down. It was surprising to me. All right. This is the JC Weakley podcast. We are on episode 11. I am a little late with it this week because I have been sick over the weekend, did not get a chance to record, and I'm sure you can hear I'm a little stuffy. I'm still getting back. But I feel a little spry tonight. So I decided we gonna record. We gonna record. Um so let's get the socials out of the way. TikTok, JC Weekly Talks on TikTok, Instagram, JC underscore weekly on YouTube, JC Weekly, Substack, where my written stuff is, JC Weekly. No, I think that's it. Here we are. I think that's it. Oh, and all your podcast listening platforms, JC Weekly Podcast, so on and so forth. All right, to stay in the same the same vein as looks. The other day, I was texting someone and they sent me a screenshot of something and it happened to have their mom's picture in it. I looked at it, whatever. I saw their moms. I'd never seen their moms before. Mind you, the person I'm talking to is 40-some years old. Tell me why her mom looked like it could have been her sister. Looked like it could have been her sister. I was like, God damn, she's so youthful in the face. And so I think the reason why black women should not get white men and vice versa is because don't age at the same rate. That's why they shouldn't. Like I think that's a strong argument. That's a strong argument, and I love black women. All I get was black women. I'm just saying, if we're gonna play the other side, if there's gonna be an argument about it, and let's pick one that's not racist. But let's say, hey, you know what? You probably shouldn't get together because y'all gonna be in your 50s or 60s. The black woman's gonna look like she's 25. And the man's gonna look like he's 82 in his 60s. Okay? You understand? Like, I don't understand it. How I wanna know how is it arguably black folk live a harder life because of the world that white people have made for them, but look so youthful and refreshed all the time. While when you look at white folk, we look like the world is just beating us down, just just beating the shit out of us. Like how do we get how did we get like maybe that's the punishment. Maybe that's the punishment for all the years of bullshit white folk have done. You know what? These are your genes. These is gonna be your genes right here. Like you gonna start losing hair and getting wrinkled when you like 23, and you were gonna age at like double the clip of black folk because black folk don't age. Black folk do not age. But yeah, when I saw that for this person's mom's, I was like, I clutched my pearls. I was like, oh goodness gracious, look at her. All right now. She get her mom's number. No, like, just, but yeah, I mean, if we're really gonna, if we need to pick a reason why there shouldn't be interracial dating, that's it. Because you don't want my genes slipping into the interracial. Because when interracial couples happen, when everybody's young and still look young, when everybody's in their 20s and they happen, everyone sees them. First thing they say is, "Oh, look at them! They so cute together. They gonna have pretty babies. They gonna light skin, light eyes, good hair, all that shit." Then we fast forward many years down the road. Everyone's in their 60s now. They look at her and like, "Oh God, she looks the same as she did when I met her. Looks the same as she did when I met her." and look at him. Look at him. That's a good man. That's, they ain't got nothing to say about how the way the man's gonna look. Because we're gonna look like shit. Life done beat us down. What do I know? Luckily, I feel like I'm doing pretty well so far. I mean, if I just say so myself, I think I'm doing pretty good. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. But I know I'm going to hit a wall at some point in time. I'm going to hit a wall at some point in time. All this is going. All this is going. It's all right though. It's all right though. It's part of aging. It is what it is. I ain't trying hey, I ain't trying to leave a good looking corpse. You know what I'm saying? So I went back to my hometown this past weekend. Took the kids to visit their grandparents. And I had some feelings and emotions about that. And to be fair, these feelings and emotions started a while ago. Because I haven't lived in the town I'm from, small town. I haven't lived there in over 25 years. And when you're driving through, when you first come back to the place that you grew up in, but do not live there any longer, and you haven't lived there in a long time, all that nostalgia comes rushing back, right? You start thinking of things, this, that, and the other, and you're like, oh. And it's almost if you're driving through there, it's familiar, but it seems fresh and new. You know? Because you just haven't been there in so long. You haven't lived there in so long. It just seems. I think the familiarity. If I think it being so familiar. Did you hear me? I can't fucking talk. I think it being so familiar just adds to it. Like, it just. It feels like it's something new when it's really not. But it's just because it's so familiar. And so you start getting this feeling like I remember, like maybe I can move back. Maybe I could move back, and maybe this would be a good place to just have a change of pace. But then you also remember, like when you're a teenager and you grew up in a small town, all you ever talk about is getting out that motherfucker, and that's the way I was. Like, I can't wait to get out this motherfucker. I can't wait to get old enough. I'm leaving. I'm gone. I ain't coming back. Can't stand it. Don't want to be here no more. And so some do, some don't. So, I mean, I did. I left. I didn't go far. To be honest, this went to another small ass town. but that was where life led me. So it is what it is. But when you return so many years later, and it's not like I haven't been there before. I have. I started getting these feelings again. I feel like in my 30s. Every time I go back to visit, I'm like, gosh. I start feeling like I miss it. I start feeling like I want to move back. Even though deep down inside, I know what the town is. I know what it's made of. I know what's there. Nothing. But I guess it's just new and fresh. And I wonder how many people actually feel that way. Unless something bad happened to you in your own hometown. I wonder how many people like actually come back to their hometown and be like, wow, this is really nice. Like being gone for so long and coming back. It's like just starting over and like seeing it with it's almost like when you're a kid you saw it with immature eyes, and because you didn't stay there and continue to see maybe the stuff you don't like or do like whatever about it as you got older and matured, you come back after you've matured and you're just seeing it with new eyes now. And because I don't think if I stayed, I feel like I probably wouldn't want to be there. You know, it would getting old at some point in time. Maybe you never know. It's depend on what happened in life. But I mean, I'm just now. It's just I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Like I almost feel like I want to move back, and I've got situations coming up that might force me to do that. But I don't know if I want to actually do that. And it's actually I've actually talked about it before in the past. But it's a weird thing to go back to the place that you ran away from. I'm not ran away from. You just left because you didn't want. It was nothing there in your mind. Then you start seeing the value in some of the things there. Because when you're a kid, you think you want the hustle and bustle of like cities. And I did think that, and I did think. I guess it's because I grew up in the country. I felt like I'd rather be somewhere like with shit all around me. And so I lived in places where shit all around me, and I like running around room. You realize as you get older, if you especially if you grew up in the country, you like some running around room. A lot of land, and maybe the city ain't as cool as it looks on TV or movies or wherever. So I'm thinking about making a change. We will see. But yeah, I am curious on I wonder how many people had that occurrence where they return to their small town, and they're like a lot of shit just kind of rushes back. Like, oh wow, this is kind of dope after 27 years. This is kind of nice. But then you move in that motherfucker, and you're like, I can't stay in this place. Why'd I even move back? That's the other thought. That's the other fear. I'll move here and I hate this place. Why am I even here? But nah, it is what it is. It'd be all right. I'll figure it out. Tell you what has happened here, and I have been having a tough time with it. A little better today with it. And this is the part that it gets a little deeper. Maybe not. It might not be as funny. We'll see. How I feel like I've changed over the years from when I was a young man where I made all my mistakes. I won't say young man, say younger man, where I made all my mistakes. And still paying for them today. And I feel like I'm changing in the last handful of years. And I'm recognizing that. But then you do something that makes you think, oh, am I wrong? Am I just lying to myself that I've changed? Have I not changed? And this thing that happened is just proof. Oh, I'm just lying to myself. I'm it's still that part of me is still there. You make a little mistake, even with the best intentions and thought. It didn't work out that way. It didn't work out very well. So you're like, oh, that sounds like, and I'm getting accused of it just being same old me. That's bothersome to especially when you spent time reevaluating your life and decisions and mistakes. and you're making what you think are breakthroughs. And you're like, gosh, and you're like, oh, I can just feel an internal change happening. And then one small little mistake like wipes it all away. Like makes you doubt everything. That's where I'm sitting at right now. That is where I'm sitting at right now. And that's not a fun place to be. That is not a fun place to be. Feel better about it today. I was able to get some of the stuff off my chest to someone. But like wanting to change and thinking you have and thinking then realizing then like doubting the fact maybe you haven't and maybe like being scared that you don't have the ability to change, like that's the scariest thing in the world. Like that's the scariest thing in the world. At least to me. Because I would hope I'm better than the person I was when I was younger. So I hope so. I want to be. Like I don't want to define myself by my past. But I'm defining them by the present things now, and it's a mess. It is a mess. That was a little deep. I'm sorry. I'm just using this is therapy. Y'all going through therapy with me. I just need a chat or something. I need somebody to give me some feedback on this. Let me know what I'm saying. Let me know if you're feeling this right now. Have you went through this in your life? But yeah. And you start questioning your own feelings and emotions just in general about everything after that. Like how you feel about everything. And you start reevaluating and going through like futures and presents in your mind. Like, oh, what if this is this and not this and this, and it works out to be this and this. And because I'm gonna tell you what, this reminded me of something. I'm gonna tell you what, men men are dreamers, is what we are. We are dreamers, and we think a lot. I know women don't think men think a lot, but we do, and we are dreamers. And I want to tell you how. And I have an example, because I know someone like this, and he's the best example. And I remember myself being like this when I was younger. If a female speaks to a man, in any kind of way, any kind of capacity, laughs at a joke, whatever, just overall generally friendly. A man will then assume he will take the big leap. He will take the leap in assuming, oh, she wants me. She's interested in something over here. She's interested in something over here. And I have a friend that's like that. I'm gonna tell you what. If you look him even his way, say good morning. That's why I don't say good morning. I don't say good morning. That's a whole nother thing, but we can roll back to it. Say good morning. Let the female say good morning to him. He's gonna assume that was a flirtatious good morning. I don't know how you can flirtatious good mornings. Either way, don't laugh at a joke. Don't talk to him in a general and friendly way. He's gonna assume you want him, and he's gonna come tell me about it. How he is wanted by all these females. And the thing of it is, it's funny and also true though, because I was like that when I was younger. Like you misrepresent what the females are saying and doing, and your mind starts working. And now you're dreaming like, oh shit, does she like me? Does she like me? Yeah, she got like me. I mean, then the conversation is played over and over and over and over in your head, and now you're creating scenarios and all kinds of shit. And like, oh yeah. Men are dreamers. We are dreamers through and through. And so with that, unfortunately, I don't think that way anymore. But it's like a little smidgen is always there. A little smidgen is always there. So in a way, like I'm starting to second guess feelings and emotions and how I see the world and things that are going on. And it's a tough road to walk right now. It's a tough road to walk right now. But it is what it is. I'm gonna work through it. We're gonna work through it together. We're basically gonna work through it together. Whoever thought of the thigh gap thing? I'm sorry, I gotta go back to it. Whoever thought of the thigh gap thing? Like, who was the first person who said, "Hey, I need to be able to see right to the back behind you. I need to be able to see the wall behind you between your thighs." Who? That had to be some white folk shit. That is definitely white folk shit. Because I don't expect a thigh gap on a black woman. Like I said, I don't want it. Walking in the hallway, you know what I'm saying? Anyway. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. It's good to be back. It is good to be back. It's always fun recording. So hit me on all the socials if you want to. If not, great. But hey, it's just fun. It's just fun talking again. Until next time.